As of now. So good morning, everybody. I found a bride walking around the street. She looked very distressed, but she also looked like she was dead at one time. And Halloween has affected KPIS, the school I'm at, and kids are coming in, bizarre kids. And nobody actually knows what the holiday is about. It's a pagan holiday, so it's kind of objective to me because I'm a God-fearing man who says his prayers every night. And this beautiful girl, if you could see her in her red curls and out of character, she's in character right now, and she's doing a really great job. So this is Lily. Lily, a lot of people are going to stop you on the street as a famous person, and they're going to ask you what movie you were in and so forth like that. So what has been your experience in this class?
This class has taught me a lot about using my hands and self-control, sort of the kinesthetic control that we use to
Say that word again.
Kinesthetic?
That's right, it's kinesthetic.
Yes.
And in school, a great portion of school does not teach skills that are kinesthetic skills.
Yeah, that's right. So I have classmates who can control their hands or use kinesthetic control like my classmates and I can, because we took Mr. Jerry's elective.
Right. And is it an easy elective or a hard elective?
It's hard, but it's worth it. So it can be difficult at times, but that's what makes it worth doing.
So the next question I want to ask you is, what profession are you thinking about going into? Hey, you did your makeup just great. I'm just noticing around your nose that very light red that you put in there.
Yes.
That's great. It looks like a car smashed you right in the face. So what profession are you thinking of doing when you graduate?
Well, I haven't really looked into a lot of professions. For a while, I thought maybe something like a plastic surgeon, which would require using the skills that I have learned in this class. Right now, I'm leaning more towards being an author, but regardless, I'm sure the skills that I've learned in this class will affect me in the long term.
You know, it shows that you definitely need a plastic surgeon. So you'll probably learn during that track. But actually, this leads into dentistry, into microelectronics, and working in the nuclear field. I mean, you have to be very careful about what you do in here. And pernicious. Do you know what pernicious means?
No, teacher.
Well, it means that you have to be focused and care about the sequence of things that you're doing.
Yes.
You know, like you would want in a good doctor who came to your house because you look like this. So I have these wonderful kids. Tell everybody what grade you're in.
I'm in 8th grade right now. I'm 13 years old.
She's 13 years old in the 8th grade. I remember myself in school, and I wasn't that good in school. But I was great in the arts, and when teachers turned me loose on projects. Do you notice the little boxes around our faces?
Yes, teacher.
That's because the camera's hunting on where to focus. I hope they focus on you instead of my cockroach face. It would be nice.
It's okay, teacher. You look very good for 8.
Now tell me about your mom in school. What does she do?
My mom teaches in the kindergarten, and she came to Mr. Jerry's elective class for teachers, and she's very impressed, but she's scared of the fire.
Yeah, she was scared of the flame, but she made a ring, right?
Yes, and she loves it. She wears it all the time. She hasn't taken it off.
That's really nice. So I hope you excel, but this girl, let me tell you about her, and it's going to blow her head out a little bit. First of all, she's one of my best students. Second of all, she is so amazingly respectful. I can feel it all the time. She calls me Mr. Teacher, or Teacher. Teacher, can you help me? So she's one of the few kids that doesn't call me Mr. Jerry. When I got to KPIS, I couldn't get used to kids calling an 82-year-old man Mr. Jerry. It's not quite what you expect in school. But this is my middle school class, and Lily is one of the people I feature in this class. I'm really proud of her.
Thank you.
And she's really smart and always gives me a good morning. Good morning, teacher. That's what I get. Good morning, teacher. And I love her. She's great.
Thank
Now
you.
I want to introduce you to another student of mine. If you're going to ask me if all my students look like they're deformed, yes they do. They look like they're deformed, even when they don't have a costume on. But this poor girl, his name is, and tell me if I say it correctly, is Shannon. I said it right?
Yes.
And she's in the 8th grade, too. I have one boy in the class and 4 girls in the class. So tell me about, what has this experience been like for you? You can hold it for yourself.
For me, it has been really fun, like a roller coaster. Sometimes it's really hard that I kind of want to quit and just throw the project away, but when you finish it, you feel that you have an achievement or accomplishment where you did it yourself.
So you feel a sense of accomplishment.
Yeah.
Has it affected you? Have I affected you in terms of the way you work and in some way? You should explain this. As a teacher, what have I done for you?
Actually, you have
And
taught me.
tell the truth. Don't make me feel
You
good.
have taught me how to sculpt things, so I did that on my face.
Uh-huh.
And you have taught me to be patient about stuff. So when something, like, you really want to rush something, but then sometimes gotta calm down in order to finish it.
So I've taught you to be chai yin yin,
Yes.
which means a cool heart when you work on something, and sometimes it's very labor intensive. So I think I taught you a little bit about that, to cool down. And I don't really care how long projects take. You know, I want you to have something that will last 70 years that you gave somebody. You know what I mean?
Yes.
She's been through a nuclear blast, that's why she looks like this, but she survived it and still in my class,
Yay.
right? Do you always celebrate Halloween?
Actually, no. This is the first time I actually.
Do you
did.
know anything about the holiday itself?
Just a little.
Just a little.
Yeah.
I always wonder why schools always have Halloween, you know, of all the holidays to celebrate. What's my favorite holiday?
Your favorite?
Christmas.
Wow.
I love it because it makes, well, I'm a Jew, but I love Jesus Christ as well. And the story of him being born, and he's the Son of God. Well, I don't think my mother believes that, but I do. I believe, and I believe in, I'm a Buddhist as well.
Really?
Yeah, very strong Buddhist. And my prayers at night. Do you pray at night before you go to bed?
Yes.
Do you actually kneel down and
Yeah.
show respect to God?
Yes.
Yeah? And what do you pray for when you pray? This is a very personal question.
So I usually pray for my safety and no one else. Because I always feel like there's gonna be some ghost under my bed anytime.
Did you always feel that when you were a little girl?
Yeah.
Yeah. Were you scared to go turn the lights off and go to sleep?
Yes.
You were.
Yes.
Do you have bad dreams?
Yes, a lot.
A lot? Wow. Wow. Have you ever had a real nightmare where you woke up at night and you
Sweating?
ran to your mother's room?
Actually, I've never ran to my mother's room, but I have woke up like
Scared
crying.
and crying?
Yeah.
Wow. I think dreams are so fantastic, and when I have one, last night I dreamt I was walking around in destroyed buildings with homeless people, and I just couldn't take the way they were living. They were surviving in New York City, and it was awful. But you see the pleasure of why I want to teach forever, because Lily and Chanan are so smart, and I have a chance to enter into their lives and modify the way they grow up. You know, give them some really good attitudes for growing up and making them more of a perfectionist in their work and everything like that. So I kind of love that. And I don't know what I would do without this job. I am the oldest teacher in the school. So I want to thank you.
I want to thank you too, teacher.
You're so sweet. So you're going to solder it together for you. So you got to be very careful and heat the metal first gently, because this solder melts at a very low temperature. I don't want to put too much on, but I want to get it hot. I didn't get that. Don't worry about this, because it will be hidden solder. There we go. And then I want to get it over here a little bit. See that? Now it's soldered everywhere almost. Right in there. The silver loves soft solder. Now this one is in the wrong position. Now here comes the challenge. This goes in here. Huh? Say again? Back centered in his side. Which side is that getting from? Okay, cool. Now I'm going to take the disc and solder that inside. So I have to hold it, and when I'm rubbing it on the back, it'll just sit down and the solder will take to the back. Here we go.